Hello. Oh, I know what I have to do. I thought I was prepared, but I guess I'm not. Let me throw in the music. And will it start to play? Who knows? There it goes. Okay, great. Turn it down. Okay. So what am I doing today? I want to, well, first off, you can see the changes I've made to the stream. Let me go check the stream super quick so I can see if it's, I gotta mute myself. I'm noticing in my OBS, I'm noticing like some hang-ups. Yeah, I think that's, darn, what the heck can I do about that? It might be, am I completely frozen now or what? Well, it shouldn't be. Well, it might just be my, my YouTube not loading my stream properly. Okay. So I have a new setup here. Yeah, I can see myself moving around. Okay. Sounds good. New setup. We have the that worm guy we just made. That I just made, and you watched me do on the corner edge side of the screen with my social, my website, my Patreon, tatted upon him. And what you see scrolling by behind this frame, yeah, there's still those hang-ups. I wonder what I can do to get rid of those. Maybe if I close some stuff here. I tried closing out a bunch of my my windows here. Let me get my music going for me. And I think I just want some just some instrumental stuff. Yeah, let's do, we're doing selected ambient works, 85 to 92. That's what I'm going to be listening to while I draw. Okay, now that we have no problem solved, I guess we're just going to start. It might just be, oh, you know what I can do? This is the reason why we spent like 5 streams on that. Is that too low of a quality? Whoa, it very much is. Made it wicked tiny. Okay, well you can see some scans from this sketchbook behind this this layer here that I just have scrolling past. And I've like kind of photo bashed them because that's what's it's on the back of my my business card there. If I just make this bigger, I think the quality's not awful. And maybe that's still not helping those freezes. Okay, whatever. So what do I want to do today? I want to do some sketchbooking in this new sketchbook that I've already kind of started. It's just a blank sketchbook. I don't think this one is handmade, but this one is. This one is made out of a Looney Tunes Happy Meal box from the UAE, from Sharjah. And I don't think I started this one in Sharjah, but maybe when I came back. But yeah, this is like I guess some sort of commemorative brand tie-in. We don't get the cool boxes like this. I mean, we're supposed to, but they never have them. Anyway, yeah, my girlfriend made this with her hands, with her bare hands, and the paper inside it, I'll show you these later. I'll go through them page by page, but the paper inside it is this very thick, high quality paper, and I was able to draw in this with this pen that I've had to tape the cap on because the ink likes to leak out. That's a fountain pen. Yeah, this whole thing was done in this, more or less. All the line work. I just like how it can dump a really thick line, and you can get some variation with the lines. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about this sketchbook was this kind of like, this sketchbook in particular, it marked this this new method of sketchbooking that I have really come to enjoy, and it's really come to help me out a lot in my animation process, my character design process. And that's because after the first few pages, I have coined, I have founded, I have pioneered, whatever you want to call it, a brand new method of character design, and that's guy style. So I've typed up a little definition here. Oh no, the worm is in the way. Oh geez. Okay, guy style. You'll come to see what I mean by this later, but I've defined guy style as a stream of consciousness, no pressure method of character design that consists of nothing but little guys. Guys should, can, will, and must be going around, or at the very least, be being a little guy. That's all the criteria that need to be met for you to be drawing in guy style. Yeah, that's it. So I also have another little slideshow that I want to show you. I think I'll do that after. Let's get rid of this. I think I'll do that after I show you what's in here. Let's just start page by page. I like to put the date whenever I start a new sketchbook. This is an old one. This is a couple years old. Little Guy Core. Welcome, Shanbei. We're doing it. This is the little guy style stream here, and I want to show you what I mean by guy style and why I like it so much. Okay, yeah, October 11th, 2021 is when I started this. This here, these are offcuts of an edition of prints that my girlfriend made. It did include a laptop, but this is just the black layer of the print. So I've completed this drawing and made it a little guy. Sagar, thanks for coming by. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, the layout's coming along. That's what we've been doing on stream lately. Making the stream that you're watching. Okay. When I first started this out, I had touched on guy style a little bit. Just making kind of stream of consciousness guys. But I wasn't filling up the page. I was trying to get them to fit nicely together, which I had come to realize is not it's not conducive to a good stress-free sketchbooking experience. To have to Tetris all your little guys together. Yeah, I don't know what I can do about all these pauses. I'd hate to drop the use buffering. Could that help? Oh yeah, it's a little delay. No, that didn't help at all. I'm just using my iPhone here as like with the continuity camera for Mac, and it can just pick up on it like that. Yeah. Okay, I guess you'll just have to bear with me with those little pauses. You'll still see what I'm pointing to and talking about, I hope. And let me know if the audio is kind of messed up. That's really all you're gonna see for this part of the stream, at least. Yeah, I wasn't filling up the page. I kind of wasn't. I'm not feeling this. Some of them are pretty cool looking back, but and then I start drawing what I'm seeing on my desk. I have this Tweety Bird. It's good on my end. Thanks for the feedback. Again, like not really treating this as like sketchbook spreads, just doodles. I'm not fully into it. But eventually we can almost pinpoint the point where I fully embrace guy style. Yeah, wait for the plans for this. We're gonna go through this. I'll talk about guy style some more, and then I will actually partake in drawing in guy style in this new blank sketchbook. Yeah, I'm just thinking, what do I draw, right? I don't have I'm not getting the true guy style yet, where I can fully improvise freely. I'm just kind of like, what do I do? It's a blank canvas. It's like kind of overwhelming. Yeah, I'm just looking around for stuff to draw. I don't think that's any good for sketchbooking, especially if your sketchbooking is just for you. Having it be such a stressful, women couldn't even imagine drawing in guy style. So I'm gonna push back on this. Women and men alike can draw in guy style, and the guys can be can present in any way. Little guy is it's amorphous. It's fully genderless. Thanks for stopping by, Jake. We're kind of getting there now, I think. I was really stoked about the first season of Buster and TJ coming out on HBO Max before they even changed it to Max. So I was drawing them a whole bunch. I did these rainbow dogs, which I liked. Maybe that was just what was left over from my from the sketchbook prior to this. As you can see, there's 2 pairs of undies on this fool. He has 2 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of arms. But this fool, he would require 2 pairs of undies for the 2 pairs of legs. Yeah, this is. I think you'll see him more. This big guy. Yeah, man, we got to start somewhere. We're all learning. Guy style is for the people. I can pull that definition back up if you need to be reminded. This is all it is. All the information's on the definition. No pressure method of character design. No stipulations. No identity. No politics here. This is just guy style. Ease your mind. Free your mind. and just draw guy style. The reason why I like guy style so much is because once I fully embraced, here's more Buster and TJ. Once I fully embraced the style of guy style, I could fill up pages and pages with my mind being completely somewhere else, and then I can hop back into it later, and I'm bound to find something I enjoy. And I'll show you, before I start my next sketchbook, my next guy style sketchbook on this stream, I'm going to show you where in this sketchbook I've been pulling my character designs for the past couple years for loops and GIFs and stuff. Again, like this is a leftover from the prints, and I'm like, okay, what do I do with all my white space? This is kind of guy style. This is starting to be kind of guy style, putting as many guys in the space as I can. And we're also getting one of the main motifs in my guy style is that guys are in front of each other, guys are behind each other. This one is kind of an experiment in guy style. I enjoy it. I like seeing how the lines interact with each other. It's kind of a cool look. Ultimately didn't end up going that direction. But we're seeing, like, I draw my feet in a very specific way. I'm not trying to be super anatomically correct here. Very simple. These like parallel curved lines. And I think when I start drawing, I'll push this camera a little closer so you can see. But we're seeing the entire compositions here. Some more Buster and TJ from the Halloween episode. I drew them, and then from the job interview episode, that's TJ. Here we go. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting somewhere. When I start to draw a guy, I'm thinking about how will it eat? How will it walk? How will it see, hear? How will it be a little guy? So it's got to have feet to some description. Maybe it doesn't need to have eyes. I'm not sure. This guy doesn't have any eyes, but I'm seeing him looking up, and that's a big long nose. So we're getting there. Buster's is kind of behind this leg here. And the nose can be anywhere. Look, the nose is this giant snout, and there's the face right there. There's some kind of Kiki and Booba situation. Now we're getting there. Now we're freaking getting there. Now this is guy style. It's my water. Great. Maybe I turn this music down a little bit. Looks like it's going a little crazy. Again, for the music, if anybody makes any instrumental beats copyright free that they're allowed to, that they will allow me to play on stream in the background, I'll just add it to a giant playlist. The beats that are playing right now are from a gentleman called Expat, whose Twitter is linked in the description, I believe. So thank you to Expat again. But of course, I'd love to build out the library and just have beats from everybody. Oh yeah, these are guys. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Lizard, dog, humanoid, mouse, flower. The species is completely inconsistent. Oppa guy style. No, don't apologize for that one. Now, that one I like. Oppa Guy style I really like. I really enjoy. Yeah, here's Schweck. And, of course, there's Donkey. I think I just have to boost my, let me boost the res on this one. It's not going to make much of a difference, if it's high res or not. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, goodness. Redo. Yeah, you gotta see what I'm doing here. Is it focused? Okay. Again, some more offcuts from the, but I enjoy how she aligned the paper on this spread, how it has some rotational symmetry, I guess. But I'm kind of ignoring it wherever there's those black spaces. I'm drawing right over them. I'm not worrying too much. If you're thinking about any of my other loops right now, if you have them at the front of your mind, you might be seeing some guys that you might be seeing the conception of some of the guys in these loops, especially on pages like these. I think I pulled a couple of guys from this, but I'm adding these drop shadows. I'm envisioning these guys occupying a space, interacting with each other sometimes. There's this person is screaming maybe at this person. Little guys are people too. He's kind of vibing by himself. So I'm still Tetrising it a little bit, right? I like that some guys can go behind other guys, but I'm also putting guys where I feel like they fit. But not allowing myself to go too crazy with it. This I really enjoyed. They're all on the same kind of floor plane here. And that just takes up half the page. And I'm not worrying too much about making it a convincing... I want them to take up a space, but I'm not worried about making it a convincing space by any means. Maybe the floor plane ends here, and then there's just some other guys. There are some other little guys here, and that's what guy style is. More guys. I liked adding in guys where I just colored them in completely dark, shaded them in with just their eyes. Just gave you some moments of like, it adds a little bit of depth, I think. A line of action here that I followed, you know. I liked drawing teeth like this with the gum visible. Maybe that's a motif that shows up some more. I'm thinking about their pose a lot of the time. Make it interesting. But also, I guess I should mention, here's some more of those shadow creatures. I like how it breaks that up. I should also mention that when I do guy style in a pen like this, which I won't be using today, one, because I don't know where I have any more ink cartridges, and two, because I tried it out a little bit. I have a little ink in here, and it bled through the paper in the new sketchbook. So we'll use a micron pen for that, and I found that they don't bleed as much. Oh, that's a guy. These two are guys. Actually, I didn't include these in the slideshow, but these are guys. You'll see which loop that they ended up in. Those two are guys. Yeah, I'm thinking about how else can I draw mouths, beaks, snouts, or just like gaping holes. This guy I really enjoyed. I think he's kind of like doing maybe he's tap dancing and he's tap dancing and he's moving his arms around like a tap dancer does. Again, just going right over whatever was on that paper. It's reclaimed paper. I think I didn't want to cover it all in whiteout or anything. It's like, that's what the paper, at the time that it went into the sketchbook, that's what the paper looked like. So I think I don't want to change it up too much. Yeah, and I think I got kind of, uh-oh, is it going to be a spit cam? I think it is. Getting a little more sparse with the drawings. Just deciding to move to a new page when I see fit. Again, it's the main thing with guy style is no pressure. No pressure is short for no pressure. I like to label things. I like to add text if I think it just makes me laugh. It's a mushroom. If a guy shows up that I don't enjoy, I do have this brown contact paper, and I like to rip it rather than cut it. I still have quite a big stack of that paper that I just rip into bits and cover stuff up, and then I'll redraw over it as if that edge of that paper is not there. And I thought it would be an interesting choice to change the line art color. It's another little guy. Eyes on top of each other, not worried. If I draw the head first, then I want the eyes can go wherever they want, the nose can go wherever it wants. It makes no difference. The main goal is to just get as many guys out as you can. So freeing. I've really enjoyed this this style of drawing and sketchbooking. It's called guy style if you are not aware. Play with expression, change the expression a lot. I think that the average expression is one of just kind of contentness or obliviousness. Yeah, and we're getting a little less guy style here, I think. We're not clustering as many guys as we can into one page. Just moving on when I want to move on. Pulling a lot of expressions from those. How do I even describe this? There's like this school of illustration for like elementary school posters where they have this big giant grin and it's all like they're all like holding hands like around like an apple or something, and they have like their eyes are like extremely close together and they have a giant U-shaped grin. I feel like I saw a lot of those in like elementary school. Yeah, you know, super juvenile too. Like, don't you dare like try and draw like anatomically correct paws. You know, this is a dog, right? 4 legs, ears, and a nose and a tail. It's a dog. Like, that is a dog. You know what I mean? If you're drawing a dog, draw a dog. Just don't even worry about it. A little more guy style here. I enjoy this spread a lot. It's very simple. A lot of large open spaces, and since the line art is the line quality line weight, it's probably a better way to describe it. Since the line weight is so consistent, characters that are big like this look like they have a thinner outline, but characters that are smaller look like it's more bold, you know. So this page feels very airy to me, just open, but full, ultimately. One of the only few guys I've colored. There might have been another guy that I colored in, just with what is this? I think these are Prismacolors. Now this is guy style. Yeah, there you go. Big feet. Who cares? This guy I like. This guy I really enjoy. Something about the eyes on top of each other makes me really happy. Yeah, I did a bunch of that over here. This guy's face is completely upside down, not reflective of his body. So you can just interpret that however you want. First line, best line, every time. Look at this, I put head, leg, hand, leg, hand. Instead of having the legs together in the arms on opposite sides. But it's all one contiguous shape with no cross contours or like overlap or anything. I wasn't even caring. Like these guys, I think these guys show up a lot. Just something crazy. You'll see like the hands are in like not hands. They're hardly hands. The feet are hardly feet. Here's one that does have some overlap to get the illusion that they're sitting down, maybe kind of depressed. I think this is the end. Yep, that's the end. Date when I start and when I end it. So this, let's see. So it was only a few months, this run. Yeah, just a few months. Did some Prismacolor guys there. And that's the end of this sketchbook. Again, handmade. I love these thin sketchbooks, these string bound. And she'll make them, my girlfriend, she'll make these out of whatever box. So it's always very like interesting. You could have like a dollar store cereal box or like a Cheez-It box. Just anything that's got this kind of hard cardstock works great. And this paper is glued in just to make it just reinforce it more. Yeah, very cool. So I guess let's see. And this might be the thing that's given me all these like pauses, but let's see. I took some pictures. Oops, that's not the right one. Where is it? This guy? Yes. All right. I took some pictures of my sketchbook, and I've is it completely frozen? Can I do this? Uh-oh. Why is that not working? It's capturing it, but... Oh, darn. Well, I had prepared a slideshow about, maybe I just, yeah, that's a shame. Why is it not working? I can move that around, but how do I? Maybe I delete it and make it. Let's see. macOS screen capture. Whoa, no. I want application capture. And I want just in Finder. And I want it on this display. Okay, great. Now it's working. Oops. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. I have prepared a little slideshow. I've got some images together about the guy from the sketchbook and what they turned into. And for some reason, it did it all backwards. So I'll have to hit the back button instead of forward. But here's the guy in question. No name. Here's what it turned into. Oh, goodness. My computer's struggling, I think. Yeah, you know. That one stayed pretty true to the original character design. You'll see others that that don't really. He never opened his mouth in the animation, so you don't get to see that little tongue, but yeah. Here's another one. I pointed to that earlier. The shape guys. Does it keep the... Oh, look at that. It keeps the drop shadow. That's real nice. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the shape guys. Turn that into this. A lot of those silly little loops that I've made, they start with a character design before I even think about what the animation should be. I mean, the character design will inform how these guys move. If I give them a giant neck, then the neck's got to swing around. You know, if they have giant feet, then they walk heavy. You know, and I'm just not even. This is something that comes up later. After looking at the character design, that I kind of like. That I almost made in like a fugue state. You know what I mean? All right, next one. Yeah, this one's got two. So this guy right here, this dude, speaking of long neck, he ended up as this dinosaur stomping around and swinging his neck around. I didn't go, okay, I want to make an animation of a dinosaur stomping around and spinning around and swinging his neck around. So I have to design a dinosaur. No, I already had the dinosaur designed, and I didn't even know I wanted to That's what I've always been saying. Didn't know I wanted to design a dinosaur, but it came out because I was in guy style already. Great, and then let's go back. This guy right here, he was barely even a character. I had so much stuff already, and I thought, okay, let's have one more dude in the back. And I got this kind of noodle with the tongue sticking down. I liked that the edge of his head here could read as a mouth. But he ended up as this one. Oh, it might have frozen. Let's watch it again. Oh, this was fun. It's always freezing right when he jumps. Does it know when he jumps? The heck? So this one was fun. I did this in Adobe Animate, and then I imported it into Blender as layers, and I built up this stage a little bit. And I lit it up, and then I had a what's it called? An app location that can track my iPhone's camera position and just import it right into Blender as like a camera movement, so I can make these really organic, shaky cam kind of quality, like someone's filming in the audience. So that one's fun. I want to do more of those, but that's where he ended up. Okay, yeah, this dude And then the other guys that I was telling you about before that I didn't take a picture of, it's right here. Where are you? These guys. These two, and then this guy ended up in this. I still would change a lot about this. I might have animated the floor in a different way because it looks kind of but yeah, I wanted to have these characters interact, even though on the page they don't interact too much. Three different locomotion cycles. I think that was the inspiration. Slithering, walking, flying. This dude right here, with these giant teeth that I came to love, and the eyes inside the mouth. He ended up, I guess I'm saying he for every single one. Maybe that's something that I have to re-examine. But ultimately, this is a genderless creature. It's art. It's difficult to even call it, a dog or a specific species. So he ended up. Is that it? I think there's some more. Yep, that one that I colored in. It became his birthday. Oops. Oh wait, no. It's fine. You can still see it. Oh. Freaking out. This is his birthday boy. Bunch of guys having a party. Yeah, I think you saw him. That one was fun. I think I ended up just animating them on their individual layers just while the other ones were hidden. Like I didn't even want to know where the other ones were in space, if they were on top of each other or not. Then it was I didn't care. I think that's it. Does it go back to the last one? Yeah, it goes back. Okay. And that's that. So that's where those all came from. That's why I like Guy Style so much. I could go right into this giant like database of guys that I drew like years ago, and I like most of them, you know what I mean? But I've just forgotten. I wouldn't have even thought of these guys if I didn't go back into these sketchbooks. Let me get that. What was this? This, delete. This one, delete. That might help it run a little smoother. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, so I want to just do Guy Style. I'll show you the spread that I've done already in this sketchbook. There's only one sketchbook spread that I've done. This is a drawing by my partner that I decided to just keep, and she said, just take the sketchbook. I don't want it. The date that I started it was in Ottawa. I found it important to write out the entire date for some reason, and the day of the week. It was just special. Left the country, went to an animation festival. This is what I did. Actually, this was at a party that I didn't want to talk to anybody at. I think what it was everybody started dancing, but it was not the vibe. But let me zoom in. Whoa. And I can definitely see myself going back into this sketchbook already. I mean, the second I started doing this, doing guy style in this book, it was like riding a bike. It was like oh, this is what drawing this is what drawing is. Like this is the best. You know what I mean? This is actually that's Brian and Stewart from Family Guy. You know, he's the special boy, but look whose birthday it is. You know what I mean? Not so special now. Yeah, I was a couple drinks in when I did these. I'll say that. Drink responsibly. So maybe there are some unsavory words written, like Hamsburger. He's struggling to get it down. And then here's me testing out that, right before stream, testing out that fountain pen I showed you, but, you know, it bleeds right through. See that? Yeah, well, it does. It bleeds right through. Why is it, okay. Yeah. So I did find that, like, pens like a Micron pen don't bleed through. Do I have to come out or what? Let me just do guy style then. Let's just go for it. First line is best line every single time. You can't have any doubts when you do guy style. You just have to go for it. If you make a mistake, I have to constantly be in frame too. If you're making a mistake, then you have to go with it. There's a guy. I don't like that I did like this, but maybe I can forget about it. Just do more guys. Let's have this guy have big hands. What's the best angle for this? I think it has to be from like over here. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Yeah, okay. It sucks. I am at the front of the book, so I only have one page. Uh-oh, tangent. That's no good. Big leg. Another leg. Compress it on the ground, maybe. That's guy style. Extremely foreshortened Micron was cool. Oh, like this? Oh, from up above. Yeah, but my hand blocks the drawing as it happens, you know? Oh, that is kind of a vibe though, huh? Will that throw off the focus? Maybe not. Yeah, you're right. That is, I like the I like the visual direction here. I'll take it. Hmm. Three legs and a booty. Who knows what that thing is, you know? Hmm. It is kind of like an interesting puzzle. To I don't know, I guess to fit it in the space in a way that makes sense, but not too much sense. Hmm. Yeah, you still got to see the drawing, unfortunately. Thank you, Shambe, for the cinematography here, but look, it's my stream, okay? Just kidding. Yeah, I think you'll with this angle you'll be able to see the drawing as it happens a lot better. Be funny if I can turn that smear into something funny. It's like a human head with cat features. I don't think anyone's ever made that joke before, that visual gag before. How crazy would it be if it was like a human head with cat face? But you know, that's what happens with guy style. Collared shirt. Who cares? You know. What the heck? What did I just do? Something. That's something. That was fun. Kind of subverts expectations a little bit. It's a worm, a giant worm, that snake thing that can probably slither, but it still requires the use of two legs. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all he needs. Who cares? One thing I enjoyed was like amongst a sea of like stupid cartoony dot eyes to have like an actual like human eye. um, if it makes me laugh, I think that's enough. But no pressure. I don't even know if that's supposed to, what limb that's supposed to be. I guess a foot. And maybe it gets a little visually confusing, but it kind of doesn't really matter. Especially if my goal for a sketchbook like this is for just me to go into it and pull some guys, then as long as I can read it, then that's no big deal. I should just draw who I want and what I want. Uh-oh, what was that? You know what I mean? So maybe some little arms. What's he looking up at? Bumblebee. See, I'm not into that one as much. It doesn't mean that I have to keep it around. I could definitely do some brown contact paper and draw over it, but you know, it's fine. Doesn't matter. I could go back and add some drop shadows. It's kind of something you can fall back on. This is guy style, by the way. Something you can fall back on if you're a little bit uninspired for a couple seconds. Maybe I'm like undiagnosed or something, but maybe I just can't focus sometimes on doing guy style. And I think if I like try really hard to make myself focus, then that's like antithetical to guy style. That kind of helps. That kind of helps with that tangent from earlier. Let's just call it just shading that in. Uh-oh, I got ink everywhere. Yeah, it knocks it back. Or it could just be like the inside of this person's mouth. This individual. This is, let's do like a stupid nose. Who cares? Kind of freaked out. Something needs to happen here. I'm predicting what it would look like if it were to be blocked off. It's fine. and it can go into this guy's mouth. Yeah, you know, it doesn't really matter. He's behind everything now. I have to change my own personal vibe. I think what I need to listen to right now is, what's it called? Kimya. Remember That I Love You, Kimya Dawson. There's some music I haven't gotten around to listening to that I'm really disappointed. I really wanted to listen to Fanfare when it came out, New Door and Electra, but yeah, I just can't listen to. It's a new album. It has to be with both headphones on. I can't just can't do it with one in, and it can't be like when I'm drawing like this. I have to have some familiar music, something I've come to enjoy, come to know. Maybe the body's just really tiny. Now that I like. Now that's guy. That's guy style. How we feeling? What am I feeling? I'm seeing the whole page. You might not be, but I could fill up that space a little more. I think what I need is just a giant guy that just breaks that page line somehow. That's interesting. I think I got too confined. Like my head was too like, here's the page break. On this page, I was just, maybe that's what I did with balls over here. Break that page line. Maybe it takes me a second to get into guy style again, you know? But that's okay. It's no pressure. It's no pressure. Whoa, no way. Austin Oliver's live on YouTube. Thank you for the email, YouTube. I'll go check him out. I'm seeing him as having like a big stride. Like he's walking with his hands behind his back. Hello, music. Where'd you go? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, something happened. It's a short album. I'm not enjoying his face, I don't think. Is there a way that I can change this? Who cares? Forget it. What's happening here? It's like he's climbing out of something. Maybe he is. Maybe there's a giant hole right here. Maybe there's a giant hole. You know? Where does this come from? Oh, maybe this hand is like sticking out of it. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I wish there was a better way, because you're seeing it at an, oh, duh. Can I do this? Stupid. Come on, guy. He's cool. He's kind of like oafish. I think I've stamped something with my hand. Some ink or something. I need his other hand to be here. Yeah, that gives him more character, I think. He's absolutely on his way to the other page. You know? Leading your eye through, breaking that barrier. That's cool. Maybe he needs little ears. Yeah. He's kind, I think. And maybe this is a shorter stream. I don't know what the goal is. With the other streams, it's like, okay, I'll start this thing and finish this thing. Well, actually, no, that's inaccurate. But I set out with a goal, like, okay, it has to be. There's a very clear finished state. But you know, I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's like finish a spread, or maybe I could finish a few. Maybe it's just when I feel like I'm done. Staying in the spirit of no press. Yeah. That looks like kind of a beak. I've also changed the name to Art Stream. I've realized if I'm going to do more stuff than animation, we can't be calling them animation streams anymore. Oh, that's funny. That looks funny. I like it. I gotta do something with it though. I'd hate to do another long neck, but it might be begging for it. Maybe like his neck is attached to the front of like a torso, and his shoulders are like that, you know? This is a good angle. Okay. Okay, what's happening there? Don't even worry about it. The guy coming out of the hole is so awesome. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. See, that's what happens with guy style. You explore it as you since your first line, best line, you have to like explore it as you draw, you know? His stance is a little funny. I do kind of like him. Let's see. I gotta get my hands oriented in my head. Also, this is not like by any means, you know, the button you press to have character design that you are happy with, or you know, I think what you need to do is you got to learn your fundamentals first. Don't be, I mean, you know, don't be jumping to this. Do your figure drawings and stuff before. Oh, I think I just drew Mo. I think I just drew Mo Sislak. It's a little wonky. You didn't see that. That was quick. I needed something there. I needed something to happen. Something exciting. But this is Scratch. Like, maybe this isn't a dude that I'm gonna come back and pull later. You know, maybe this is a dude that I'll pull later. That's an interesting concept. But this is my sketchbook. I'm scratching around. You know. Yeah, I have to do something like that. Maybe he's got a saddle on. Maybe he's meant to be ridden. He needs a cowboy then. Duh. It's gotta happen. Floating eyeball? Who cares? I like him. I like him already. Oh, uh-oh. Tangent. What can you do? Maybe he's just a worm. Yeah. Pretty cool. Going for an hour 18. Pretty chill. Has the music stopped? It might have. Uh-oh. It should be set to loop. I don't understand. Well, that should be more of an incentive to send in your music, your audio, art. Maybe you recite a poem. Send it in. MP3s, WAVs, OGGs. And it can just play during the stream. Let's build up the library here. Do you have a crack in his head? I don't know about him. Maybe we're done. Maybe I should just say that we're done. Bumblebee. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what we're looking at. Yeah. Maybe we're done with this spread and I just flip the page and we do more. For time is it? 2? Yeah, I'm ready to keep going. I'm good. We'll put this back to where it was. I forgot where it was. Okay. You have to see the bottom so that I can move this around over here. It's a little close. Empty. Maybe I start over here just to break it up. Whoa, what happened? What was that? Whoa, I'm surprising myself. He's drinking something. He's drinking chocolate milk shake. Chocolate milkshake. Chocolate milkshake. But what is... Oh, it could be funny if he's way far back. But he's coming in space to drink a chocolate milkshake. Onomatopoetic a little bit. I do that a lot. A big long thing. Maybe I do something else with this. Maybe I change that. Maybe I look at it. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? A bunch of fangs. Yeah, that one didn't really pan out like I wanted it to. I tried to break what I was doing before. Alright, I'll stick with it. He's kind of like a goblin. It's a no, unfortunately. Is this where I get some brown contact paper and tape over, paste over it? I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't like him. I didn't like him too much. It's no pressure, but it's a little uninspiring. Like it's kind of it's a little demotivating to be stuck with a guy that you never liked. Let's just come back to that. Let's come back to that area even. I like this guy though. Let's just get out of that area even. Hmm. Arms akimbo. Yeah, there's that big long thing that I do all the time. Let's do something else. This guy's cool. This guy I like. Do you ever color any of the doodles you do in the sketchbook? Yeah, undecided. Let me show you. If you missed the beginning, I did go through my old sketchbook that was in Gaia style. I think this is where my Gaia style started. And I went back and colored a couple. But yeah, only if it strikes me. Most of it is pretty black and white. I did a little bit of shading on him just to kind of, just little, you know, spots. And then I did some of these as just kind of like some experiments. But I'm not. My goal for these are to not for these sketchbooks. I'm not making finished pieces inside my sketchbook. I'd like to. They're mostly just for me to look back and reference, and what ends up getting colored or finished are things like this worm guy that I drew originally on a wall that was covered in paper. So it was on paper that was up on a wall, and I didn't color that in, so I just I pulled from it and colored it later, and that's the finished piece. The heck was I just saying? I blacked out. But yeah. Now that's good. Now that is good. He's just a ball. No legs needed. Again, he follows the criteria of being a little guy. So he's a little guy. So it's guy style still. But let's do this. Let's do something like this. Yeah. Cool. He's definitely in the background. That's it. I like him. He's kind of giving like fish. Whoa, you're so talented. For doing our digital traditional. Good question. Thank you first off. And I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. I think they both kind of work for me. They function for me in you know, in conjunction with one another. I like the immediacy of putting a pen on paper and then having ink come out of the pen and go onto the paper. You know what I mean? Without a lot of fiddling in digital spaces. But I like how forgiving digital art is and how you can just erase really quickly, and you don't have to commit as much, which sometimes can feel nice. but guy style is a fun challenge in commitment and like exploration, like real-time exploration. Yeah, good question. Thank you. That's it. We're done. I like him. That's cool. Him. Should say them or it even. I love them. Sometimes it's fun to kind of work like isometrically. Is that the word? It's like a projection, like that. Not worry about like having the feet occupy like a plane, like a 3D plane. Just having them fall at the same length. Hello. I like him. He doesn't need anything else. He's done. Let's have his hand extend even farther. Who cares? Let's come over here. He's thick. He's indeed thick. That's fun. Chocolate milkshake. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted it to look like. That looks like pee-pee a little bit. I wanted this to be a nose. I think it still can be. He's wearing a hat. Except it's just like floating on his head. Who cares? Oh, he'll have real human legs. And maybe he's got like heels on. It's like pee-pee a little bit. That's what I said. Deal with it. Some stilettos, maybe? Oh, now I have to like design shoes. My music ended, by the way. Can I do something like this? That doesn't really look like shoes at all. Oh, you're not seeing it. So that means it's gotta have more. I'll do something like that. Yeah. Let's do that. Just scribble it in. Throw another album on. Let's see. Absolutely by Dijon. Dijon mustard. Let's finish this guy. Maybe he has no arms. Yeah, if there's text there, I'll leave it. I'll give it some space so that it's readable. What a guy. What an interesting guy. Yeah, I like him. That was just instinct. I don't know if I should have done that. I like him. I like it. It's frog-like. Maybe he's wearing a hat too. This guy started a trend. I like it. What's happening? What's happening in this town? This guy should be on like I don't know, a hill, maybe like a little pedestal. Kind of ruins the perspective in the chocolate milkshake. And this is a guy as well. Interesting little guy. Strange little dude. That's the thesis. That's the thesis of guy style. Pull up that definition again for reference. Guys should, can, will, and must be going around, or at the very least be being a little guy. That's what makes it guy style. That's what we're after. Just letting it happen. Pretty cool. How often do you stream? It's sporadic right now. I'm not sure if I want to be like streaming every day, and yeah, I don't know, or like every week or so, but just whenever I get around to it, whenever I feel like I have time. Yeah, maybe eventually if it takes off, if people really enjoy it, then I'll definitely find a schedule and stick to it. But for right now, I'm just kind of having fun, and they come out when they come out. Really, I'm sorry if that's not an adequate enough answer, but that's kind of how it is right now. And it's not normally this. This is my first time doing like a sketchbooking stream. Is it only on YouTube? It is, indeed. I did some I put it on TikTok too for the first few streams, but I just can't be bothered to do that. I think we need some more energy down here. I think we need to activate this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. You know, I have been wanting to stream for a while, and I'm happy that I just kind of started doing it. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to turn it into something bigger. I think I mentioned wanting to do like some sort of animation show, a virtual animation festival. Could be really neat. We can do like a real juried thing with some of my animation friends, and it can be like a monthly thing if it takes off enough for people to want to send in some of their films or shorts or pieces or whatever. You know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? You saw what I was drawing. It was like a bunny at first. Now it's something else. Let's lean into the muscle guy, I think. Let's do it. This is really good. Now this I like. Now this is guy style. Spontaneous. But we have to do something about that other hand. Now it's a guy. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's guy style after all. Uh-oh, something happened. Now that's a guy. Okay, that's fine. It looks fine now. Now that's a guy. Now that is a guy. And of course, gotta have a little little bunny foo-foo, little Peter Cottontail. Now that I like. Do rabbits have whiskers? Again, like we're doing some stuff nobody has ever done before. We're putting features that would normally be found on like a cat or a rabbit onto like human bodies. Now this is now we're on to something. No one's ever done this. No one has ever done something like this. No way. Yeah. This I like. Yeah. Now this I like. Thank you. Do something stupid now. Maybe like a pachyderm snout, you know? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's just four legs. And maybe on subsequent streams we reach into maybe that's a little schedule I can fall into, a little routine that I can fall into. Do a couple of sketchbook spreads, pushpins. One stream and then the next pull a guy out of it and do a little loop, and that's how I can start pushing out some pieces, some portfolio pieces. Could be really nice. And I bet you little loops for little guys like this, maybe that guy. Little loops I can do in a stream. Now that would be nice. Let me do. Oof, my goodness. Let's do like some of that. I think it's hard to read. And I'm all about readability. Still pretty sparse. Dare I put fishnets on that guy? Maybe I do it in like pencil or something later. Could be funny. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, that's fun. That was good. Something happened there. Maybe they're interacting. I do like this, guys. This is good. Do something like this. This guy is kind of like default little guy. Where there needs to be a little guy and there isn't, he can show up and he can do something. What's that? What's happening there? Flower growing out of its head. I think that's I think I do that a lot. I did that a couple times. Might have been some film. I'm like vaguely remembering it now that I saw in college that one of my professors showed the class once about like some bald head and there's like a seed getting planted into it. I don't even remember. But I like it. It's kind of a cool vibe. Yeah, that's a guy. He can be something. He can be something somewhere. You know? We have an aloe plant that we rescued from the lobby of my apartment building. Somebody was just giving it away. It said free on it. And like the leaves, the exterior leaves were kind of brown and kind of shriveled, kind of deflated. But we're nursing it back to health. We're watering it every, couple of days maybe. It's in the sun, and it's coming to life. We're getting new little guys in the middle of it. New little leaves. Oh, I don't like this guy's attitude. Maybe. I don't think he likes the t-shirt. Oh, and he's definitely just wearing a t-shirt. Let's see. Do you see that? The man, the balls. Yeah, I don't think he likes it. That's a guy. Count it. Count it. That's a guy. Ooh, we're filling up, but it's looking pretty good. I think that's definitely a lot more busy. Oh, I did all of these on this stream. It's kind of crazy, huh? I don't remember that guy even. He just kind of came out. He poured out. This guy I really still like. I think we can do a few more things, and then we should call it. Should do a few more things and then call it. That kind of looks like the, what's that skate brand? Is it Alien Workshop? Kind of looks like him. Even though this is just for me to reference, and that was the reason I gave for not coloring it or whatever, not taking it to a full polish. I think ultimately it still has to look good for me. Like, I have to flip to a page. What's that one page that like I pulled a lot of guys from? Uh-oh. Yeah, this one. I have to like open it and enjoy looking at it for me to see potential in some of these guys, you know? It's got to look good to me. Which is why I make the decision to edit some out. And add drop shadows. It's got to look good. Because I'll just forget the page. I'll forget the entire page of guys. I'll forget all the individual guys. And I'll just open it and be like, oh, kind of strikes me. Yeah, so make it look good. Make it look good for you. Make it look good, but make it look good for just you. You know what I mean? Don't worry about making it look super polished, like conventionally good. Maybe this dude's other leg is poking out here. Maybe that's what that needed. You know? Because that arm, it's kind of a little symmetrical. Yeah. Pretty good. And I like this guy. That could be a little loop. Legs walking. A lot of them are just walk cycles, but legs walking or jumping or something, and then those just kind of going back and forth, swapping. Could be kind of neat. Something in here, maybe a little rat. So sometimes there is some intention. I'm coming to realize. You know what I mean? Maybe there is some moments where I say I want a rat here, I'll put a rat here, instead of just exploring a guy from a scribble. We could do that up here though. Let's do that one more time, and then maybe we'll just call it 2 hours. We'll call it after this last guy. I think it better be a good one. I like this gooseneck thing. I think maybe it's a little crazy. I'm just moving the camera around like an idiot, but I like that that it's flexible. Okay, that cannot happen. The camera's physically in the way of my hand. Let's just do something like simple, but with some... That's a 2. I mean, that is a number 2. But that's what it is. What can it be? That's a little guy. Might be the last little guy. I think we're done. So let's zoom back out here. Goodness me. You're lucky you're not seeing the rest of my desk. All right, let's look at some highlights, I think. Let's just go through and see what we like. Yeah, this spread's fun. This guy's looking at a bumblebee. I mean, that's an opportunity for an animation right there. Bumblebee looking around and this guy following it around. That's a loop, you know? I think I went a little too crazy with him. I think I liked this so much. Oops, I liked this so much. And I kind of lost the plot a little bit. Still works. And this big guy coming out of the hole is quite nice. Low lights. There's one. Right here. What else? Yeah, low light. Right here. Right here. But what can you do? You know? So there's spread number 1 that we've done on stream today. Flip to 2. There's 2. One that we just finished. I like the chocolate milkshake. With the context around it, I think it's a little maybe it's a little random humor, but it's okay. The dinosaur I do like. I like how it's kind of upward. Has that upward tendency. Line of action. This guy surprised me. This guy did surprise me. I enjoy him a lot. This guy and this guy. Nice. And this guy. Yeah. I enjoy it. There's the whole spread again. I like them. Cool. Yeah, so I guess let's think about ending the stream. Let's go to the Paters screen. That's what I call it in my OBS, but I wouldn't dare call it that out loud because that's a Skeleton Realm exclusive. Okay, get your name on this list, please. I think I have 2 tiers, one for like $1 and then one for $5. Both will get you on the list. The $5 will get you into some streams eventually that I promise will come once I start storyboarding this film that I'm making. It's the screenplay. I will say the screenplay is like, it's like 30 pages, I think. 30, yeah, or like 20 something, and then the my software estimates that it's like 30 minutes long. So I want to make it's a long film that I want to make, long animated film that I want to make. Still in screenplay mode. So that's the kind of stuff that'll show up in like exclusive streams if you commit $5 a month, which I might drop down to 3. So yeah, get your name on this list. It'll help me out a lot. I'm manifesting this graphic design job that I've completed a test for. Trying to get some money flow. But thanks. I'm going to mute my mic now and end the stream moments later. So thank you. Please, in my absence, read the list of all the patrons that have donated. It might take you a little bit, so I'll have it on for a few minutes. Thank you. Goodbye.